Hi everyone, this is Kurt from Newcastle Social Workers. Today I'm just making a quick video about the qualities that support coordinators look for in a provider. This question has come up a few times, particularly with new providers coming into the NDIS space, and when they find out that I run a business that does NDIS support coordination, they want to know what makes a support coordinator choose one provider over another. So the first thing is that support coordinators tend to have existing relationships with a large number of providers in their area, and these relationships have been built up over time, and the providers that we tend to select, and then when we're working with our participants, we will offer them a choice of 3 to 5 different providers for a given service. And most oftentimes what support coordinators do is they will choose from the ones that they know have that proven track record, that have been providing supports to participants in the local area for a long time with positive outcomes. So to try to get into that group of trusted providers, you really need to be able to deliver on your promises. That's probably the first thing. So if you come out of the gate and you're meeting with a support coordinator and you say, look, we've got this amazing service, we offer these tailored supports, we're person-centered, we have really skilled, experienced, trained staff, and then a support coordinator makes a referral to your business, goes out to do a home visit, and the support coordinator goes out to meet with the participant, your mutual participant that you're both working with, and the support worker, or whoever it might be, but in this case we'll go with support worker. If a support coordinator goes to that meeting and they find that the support worker who's there is unprofessional, possibly not even there when they're meant to be, or they're disrespectful, they're unprofessional, that doesn't match with the promise that the provider made, that all of their support workers are skilled, experienced, professional. So that's going to affect the relationship. That's going to reduce the support coordinator's trust in that provider. So I think don't overpromise. It's a hard balance, because you need to obviously give some sort of a spiel and tell people about your business and the work that you do, but don't overpromise. If you don't genuinely believe and know for a fact that what you're saying is true, then I don't think that it's in your best interest, and especially not in the best interest of the participant, to overpromise. Just be real about what you can do and what you can't do. And if you're consistent with that, you'll build a reputation as being reliable and consistent, which is another factor that is important for support coordinators when they're choosing a provider. So the other thing is having relevant qualifications and experience. Someone in the team needs to have some relevant qualifications and experience. If you've just come out of nowhere and you've never worked in the NDIS space before and you don't have any relevant qualifications, it's going to be really hard for you to compete with everyone else in the space who has tons of qualifications, tons of experience, and years of delivering positive outcomes for the participants that they work with. So that's definitely something else that's really important. The next one is it's really about trying to reduce the stress that support coordinators are under. So I think in any working relationship, what we all try to do for each other is minimize the stress for the other party. That's how you build a positive working relationship with someone, is whatever common problems that, in this case, say it's a core supports provider, whatever the common problems are that a core supports provider might have, by say it's sharing shift notes or incident reports and reporting things to the support coordinator as they occur. Obviously this happens in-house, but anything important will come to the support coordinator when it's appropriate. But by doing that and maintaining that clear, open line of communication, that reduces the stress on the support coordinator, because they feel like and know that they can trust that if something happens with the participant that you're both working with, that you'll communicate that information to them. In the same way, as support coordinators, we try to minimize stress for the other parties by providing updates on the funding, being that line of communication between the participant and the providers to make sure that everyone's on the same page. So those are a few important aspects that support coordinators consider when choosing other providers.